Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Tonight we're returning to Factorio Mosaic Megabase, where we're going to achieve, hopefully, 1K SPM tonight, or at least turn everything on so we can see that we haven't quite achieved it. I'm here at the old base, at the 1.5 science per second base, so whatever that equates to per minute. What's that, 180? No, 150? To cut the lines. And we'll cut them right here, I think. And I'm cutting the lines so that these labs shut off. And this old part of the base shuts off. That way we'll get an accurate measurement of how much science we're actually consuming in this part of the new part of the base here. So now I'm going to head over here. No, not there. Over here. That one. There we go. To the new part of the base and to the rocket to see, to get the satellite built and let us start launching rockets. I just saw something I didn't like. Hey Kelsey, hey Phasian, welcome to the stream. I see that I don't have enough power again. So, so it begins. That'd be a good use of this area right here, I think. So another detour. Over here to the stone mine area, where I can pick up some stone so that I can make some deep stone water wells. I think I'll build a couple of nuclear reactors here. Let me go over here and copy this plan. I copy it just like we did before, a little bit further out. I want to miss the signals that are on the straight rails, but I want to get as close to the edges as possible. Just so that I don't miss anything important. That should do it. And then let's go over here now. And we can set one up here. This one's backwards. Well, we will make it backward then. So I need to remove the power pole here in the center. And the one here in the center. And this goes here. And this goes here. I just shifted it by one tile so that I could get the underground in there. It's grown a little. Yeah, let me zoom out here, actually, and I'll show you where we're at. This is where we're at since last time you were here, which has probably been a while, I think. Have you seen any of the 1K, the Megabase part of this base? This is the original base that did 1.5 science up in this area here. This was the modules, the Mega Modules factory. And then over here is the 1K science per minute Megabase, which, as you can see, isn't any bigger than the 1.5. So in fact, without a whole lot of effort, I could come back over here, upgrade all of these areas, and boost. And then I'd have to bring in some materials from outside here somewhere, but boost that. Out here I have some outposts, and I have these transfer stations that I came up with. And what they do is these 1-4 trains bring in ore, or bring in plates, because they're smelting on site, from the outpost network. It's completely separate here, as you can see, from the in-base network, rail network that is. Goes through a balancer and chucks it into some 1-2 trains to bring into the base. Okay, so the base is building the base. I need to set up some station exits here and here, and then some station entrances here and here, and I need to catch these before they get set up too much, to rename them to number 5 and number 6. And it's going to take it a minute for the bots to do it, but I want to stay here and watch this. And I wish I would have caught that I was having power issues, although it's very on the edge. Wait, why is the production only 5.2 gigawatts out of 8 gigawatts? Well, I did cut off the steam engines. That's part of it. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the accumulators? I suppose. Well, 60 kilowatts times 11,000 is like 60 megawatts times 11. So that's another 600 megawatts. So that makes sense that that was peaked at 600 megawatts. I'm not sure. This is nuclear reactor 5, used up cells. Let me jump out here. Go and get some stone. I think that's 5. 6, 7, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, one more. Must have put too much in my bag. Yeah, I did. They're coming to get it now. Nope, let me keep that. 12, I think. I can only take one stack at a time. Okay. Let me walk over here. 5. Die, steam engines. Yeah, well, the only thing they're going to take now is they're going to take 5, reactor 5. They're going to take wood now. And I guess coal that I deconstruct from rocks or something. Any logistics trash is wood or coal. But they don't have trains going to them anymore. 6. It's 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 17. 18. Autosave. 19, 20. Excellent. Okay, so when those get made, I need to run over here now. Let me turn off my bots. Because I don't want my bots trying to help with too much over here. They don't have anything to help with, I guess. Except for the aforementioned things. Okay, not you. Not you, not you. Where are they at? Here we are. Just copy a couple of these here. I want only trains, not even train fuel. I need to go get some train fuel, though. And we'll go here. Yep, I need train fuel. Nearest station that has fuel. Going to be this green circuit's over here. Watching out for trains now. Very carefully. Gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Haha. Doggone it. Okay. There's the fuel train coming to try to kill me. Didn't work. Nice try. Okay, so this is going not to nuclear reactor 3, but to nuclear reactor 5. Nuclear vessel. Fuel cells in. And empty. And you can go. Yes. And then this is coming from nuclear reactor 5, used up. Full. And you can go there. Excellent. Careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have They must be the ones that are coming from the ones that I trashed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that should do it. Come on, bots. You can fly faster than I can run. We go here. Okay, and now you're going to nuclear reactor 6. Nuclear... Oh, that's down here. That's our 1K stuff. Nuclear reactor 6. Fuel cells in. Empty. You can go. And you're going from nuclear reactor 6. Used up. Full. And you can stay right here. Okay, that's going to take a while for the base to make the stuff to build all those. We obviously need these built as well. I see all the nuclear fuel came in already. So these guys should be heating up. They are indeed. But we still don't have everything made. So it's going to take a little bit for everything to get built, everything to get placed, and everything to work. But that's okay. I see you, train. Oh, you're not coming this way. Okay, good. I'm going to run in here and hopefully not die. Good, good, good. Now we can go back over here and do what we intended to do at the start of this stream. Oh, look at that long ride. There we go. Okay, so I brought in blue circuits. I brought in the solar and accumulators. So we just need green circuits and iron. We'll do iron first since I have a train on hand. So you're going to pick up at iron 5. Full. To 1K. Satellite. Iron in. Empty, and you go. And then we need a green circuit train, and I think I was going to pull these green circuits from here. Why don't we just copy this one? That's not the right station, but that's okay. So 1K green circuits B to 1K satellite. Green circuits in, empty, and save. Good, go. All right. That should take care of the iron and the green circuits we need for the satellite. And they'll be back hopefully momentarily. Yeah, we don't need very much of each of those. Good. I noticed the belt was still merged and I wanted to make sure that was correct. So here's that iron 5 station. And it is working hard to catch up. Which is a good thing we have the outpost because I'm going to have to send some trains to the outpost. Oh, yes, we are. Oh, dear. Yeah. This is not going to hold up at all. This is probably the one we're waiting for. No? Can't be that one. Yep, we're definitely have to do something different with the iron. Did we set up enough of an outpost or enough of a distribution here? That's steel. That's copper. Oh, yes, we did. We have 6 trains out there ready to go. Okay, so that's what I'll do pretty quickly here is I'll start assigning those 6 trains probably to green circuits. As far as iron usage goes, out of the 529 we need... 393 of that goes to green circuits, so I think it makes sense to send a bunch of trains to green circuits, and that'll just balance the load that this one iron station is having with sharing all of the green circuits, or all the iron for the whole base. And that just means more of those iron trains will be parked here waiting. Did I put too many trains on this station? I think I might have. How does this one look? Yeah, I'm going to send the satellite one to green circuits 1A instead. We'll go there. That way we kind of balance the load. I will check the math on that. I meant to do it before the stream, and I forgot until just before the stream. So that's... yeah. But basically each station can provide like 85, 86, something like that. What was it? 86.24. We'll call it 85 just to be safe, just to be conservative. But I want to make sure that what I have assigned to each green circuit station isn't going to overwhelm each green circuit station. Yeah, and we're already overwhelming, or underwhelming with the providing of the iron and the copper. So we definitely need to have more copper coming in, which we have the transfer station for that set up. And we have the iron one. So that's where the first trains from each of these, which we have 6, so I'll set up 2 more for each. But that's where the first trains from each of those transfer stations are going to go, is here to making iron. Okay, so we have some more steam production going. Until these heat exchangers get put in, those unfortunately will not work. And unfortunately as well, it's putting them in here, so I guess I shouldn't have stamped down all of the blueprints. But I guess I could do this kind of maneuver and make them come here. And pick up these. And that'll make them build the other reactor first. Now I want to grab that reactor print that I have here and do some editing of it, because I definitely do not want to re-stamp down the stations. So let's take the stations out of it. And everything else should be fine. Save that. And that way I can re-stamp that when it's time, when this one is all placed. Of course, the bots are going to take them all the way back to the mall, where the storage is, and then bring them all the way back out here. But that was my own fault. Okay, so are you making satellites? You are. You have some on the belts. You are ready to insert them. Oh, I think green circuits. Oh, I didn't connect it. Okay. Connecting the satellites. Satellites are loaded. It is time. Oh, it apparently will go because I have them on set to auto launch. Alright, well they're launching. Look at that. Excellent. Super awesome. Okay. Now I need to grab the white science train, the space science. It is not there. It must be at the old rocket silo, which is here. It is. Okay, 1K rocket silo. Space science full. To 1K labs. Space science empty. Go. Beautiful. And they're already ready to launch again. Did I limit this train? I did. I think I will still limit this one, but I'm going to limit it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 40 times 200, which is what the other sciences are. Right? Yes. So that's 8,000. Oh, that already is 8,000. Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. I'm not going to change this one then. Because these stack 10 times as high, we only need 10% of the cells. And I think that's fine, because that way at least the trains are even. The science trains are even. I don't want that thing waiting for whatever that would be, 80,000 times 2? No. That would be pretty bad. Okay. And they're ready to launch again already. Beautiful. And they've already gotten out of sync. Of course. I could probably wire the inserters together to make sure that they stay in sync, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. Now I need to head down to the labs. I'm just going to walk there because it's the next block south. Although, can I, before I walk down there, can I place this yet? Please? What are you waiting for now? Heat pipe. Ugh. Alright, forget it. I'm just going to paste that blueprint back down again. And we'll let them build what they need to build, however they need to build it. Alright, so I did not set up any of the lab stations. I hope I remember what the plan was for this. Otherwise, it's going to be a very, very confusing time. Let's see. Unload station. I don't think I want you here. I want you to go back up to your home. And then I want to shut it off. And then I also want you to not be automatic as well. Okay, and then we'll let the bots for the base bring in the rest of it. Okay, so we have... Let's see if I can figure this part out. You have two separate rings. This is one... I may have not redid this one when I figured out that I had it messed up. Because I think these are both going into the same place. Okay, this science and this science go on to this blue belt here. It's the outer ring blue belt. This input here goes onto the outer ring red belt. This input and this input go onto the inner ring blue belt. And this input goes onto the inner ring red belt. I was splitting these ones this way so that they go onto the inner ring blue belt here, which is the same as here. Maybe I did do this right. And then this one is going onto the inner ring blue belt here. Although I don't know why I didn't just put it right here. Probably because I'm an insane person. Let's do that instead. Outer ring blue belt here. Outer ring blue belt there. Take this all out. Okay. And then here and here, I'm adding in to the wrong spot. Nothing's ever making it actually onto the inner ring red belt here. How did I have this one set up? This was the one that was intended to go there. I think this whole mess here Needs to come down one spot. Except for that. And this whole mess needs to go down one spot as well. And then here is where this needs to come in. I think. And then this one goes like that. Okay, so this is the inner ring red belt, and this is the outer ring red belt. That should be correct. I hope. And so it doesn't matter which one I put on which... Actually, you know what? Just forget it. I'll just do it that way. Which one I put onto which ring, because no matter what, it's going to consume at the same rate. The point is that since I'm producing 16.67 science per second, that can't fit on half of a red belt. So it has to fit on a whole red belt. So I think I should probably put a power pole in here. Got him out there, didn't I? Stop them linking. We only need one belt of each. However, I need to basically send one belt into here, one belt into here from one of the sciences, and one belt into here, and one belt into here from one of the sciences. So since this is so close, I think this one makes sense to be red. Go there. Here like this, and then I can run the other belt this way. And into... No, this one. Inner ring red. Inner ring red. Okay, and then maybe I'll just do green on the other red one. Just because it's kind of right here. I'll do this. Go there. Come out. And it's going all the way down to here. Okay. So maybe I'll put it here. No, I think I will put it here. Take this one this way. Take this one this way. And do this. Okay, so that's going on this red belt. And this one can come down here and go onto this red belt. And then the last four can go basically on any of these four inputs that I want them to go on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I think I will back this up here. 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 And then do this one like this. And connect them all roughly in order. Because it doesn't really matter. That'll reach. That's good. This can go this way. And then make the turn at the last moment. Makes some logical sense. Same thing goes here. To there. This one's going to need a skip and a hop. And go to here. And this one doesn't need much of a jump at all to go here. Okay, have all these things been placed? They have indeed. How is our consumption of... Oh, this is going to be so nice. Science. 0 consumption of science. That's good for the last 10 minutes because we've been goofing around over here. Yep, it fell off there, as expected. That search is so nice. All right, so you can come here. You can come here. Did I not set any of the other ones up? Apparently not. Okay. This one here goes to 1K labs. Purple science. Empty. Make sure I'm not standing on any rails here. Good. 1K blue science. 1K labs. Blue science. Empty. Green. Doesn't even have this one in there. 1K green science. Full. 1K labs. It's right there. Green science. Empty and go. And finally, red. 1K red science. Full to 1K labs. Red science and empty. Go. Green's here. Red's not here yet. Here it comes now. Okay, now I can cross. Did I mess something up here with No. Oh, because I have these splitting into two belts coming from two. Okay, that's why. That's fine. I could have made this two belts here, but it doesn't matter. Because it's not going to matter, I should say. Production tab. Science. I don't think they've made it all the way around yet. No, they have not. Still waiting on red. Crank it up. Oh, I just saw 1K. Okay, so these labs are indeed capable of a little bit more than 1K science per minute, apparently. So my math might have been a little bit off, or I rounded up. I rounded up, actually. That's what it was. I can't remember what the math was now. We could redo the math quickly. The speed of the labs is 16.45. We have 64. Let's see if I can remember the math now. 1,000 for 1,000 science per minute divided by 64. No, 1,000 divided by 16.45 is 60.79. So we're going to be doing 16.45 times 64, possibly, which is 1,052.8. So, yeah. We are pulling it off because everything's buffered. Now, okay. Wait. Full. Copy, paste, 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 paste. Excellent. I'm just going to do these in order. So we'll go 1K green circuits, 1A iron in, empty, and go. 1K green circuits, 1B, iron in, empty, go. Ah, yes. Wait a minute, wait a minute. You? Oh, you must have just went around the loop. Okay. Okay, 1K green circuits, 2A, iron in, empty, and go. B, iron in, empty, go. 3A, iron in, empty, and go. 3B, iron in. Empty and go. Now I need to set up 2 more. 2 more trains at a station that I can reasonably get fuel at. I hear the rockets launching. I have that in my pace queue? I do. Okay, so not 1A, but 4A. Yeah. You know what? I can do this, too. I keep forgetting about the searches all over the place. 4A, iron in, empty. Go. And nope. Make sure the train's not going to come in here and slam into this one. Or B, empty, and go. So that should take care of green circuit's iron a little bit better. A little bit. It's beautiful. Wait a minute. That's 16K. That's right. Never mind. Okay. I was confused on the math again. Now I think we can do the same thing with copper. Full. $1K, green circuits, 1A, copper in, empty, and go. B, empty, and go. To A, empty. To B, empty. Auto save. Hope that was just a 3A. And 3B. And are you just doing the, yeah. The thing. And one of them is back already. Awesome. Okay. Now let's do a couple copper trains. Paste. Or A. Empty. Go. Stop. Or B. Empty and go. Hey Roadster. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, those are my transfer stations. So what happens here, if I go back to the copper one, I have 4 trains bringing in copper. 4 trains bringing in copper plates here to this station. Completely isolated, separate network here. And they send it through a massive 16 to 16 balancer, which also downsizes it to 12, to put it into 6 trains here. Those 6, and then the copper's picked up here at these 2 stations. So I'm going to have to set up more outposts. Yeah, the swirly parking lots. Yeah, those are, I think KOS was the first person I saw do them. But they're basically just a FIFO. First in, first out. So that way there's no question as to which train gets to pull into the station next, because it's the only one who can. The one that's pulled up to the chain signal here. So we have 8 trains technically coming into this these 6 stations now. So we could have 2 trains here in the parking lot waiting. But yeah, I decided to use those for these transfer stations out here because I want it to be FIFO for sure. I don't need parallel parking like in my normal stations here. I need parallel because I have 4 different trains coming in here at any given time, for example. But for out there, I only have 1 type, so they're perfect. They're perfect for these transfer stations. They're perfect for the outposts as well, because of the same reason. So, yep, that's why I'm using those out there. So, let's see. A few things we need to do, I'm sure, is figure out what we're short on. We could be getting short on crude oil. Not yet. We will, though. So I'm going to have to set up the crude. Actually, I already have the crude transfer station set up here. But I need to set up an outpost for them to go to, which will be this here. And probably this one down here. Oh, and there's one up here, too. Look at that. Isn't that fancy? Yeah, this is my experiment. This is, I'm attempting to get 1K signs per minute in this crazy misaligned or misshapen mosaic tile style grid here. And I hope it works. I really do. I hope it's consistent here. We're doing pretty good, I think, still. If I pull up science for the last 10 minutes or so, we're pulling just over 1K. We should be getting... one... Let me think. We should be getting 1052 or something like that. Based on this is how much the labs can actually consume. 64 labs at 16.45 science packs per minute. And I'm more interested in the consumption here because the labs are obviously going to produce more output science than that because of the productivity. But I made sure that I did this to the consumption of the science packs because that's what I wanted to measure against. So right now I'm waiting to see kind of who burns through what faster. Because right now the rockets have done their thing and they are now stagnant. Why are the rockets stagnant? Because we are short on rocket control units. Here they come. But we bursted a lot up front there. Like we sent several rockets to start with. Well, it looks like I overscaled purple science by quite a bit. Not sure how I pulled that one off, but apparently I did. But the rest of them are doing pretty good. The rocket should adjust itself here shortly. But it's always going to be bursty, so it's almost not even worth watching the space science pack because it's going to burst as the rockets launch. And I'm launching 2 rockets at a time, almost all the time. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I mean, it shouldn't matter as long as the trains can keep going through. It just matters how many trains that I actually need on this. Maybe we just launched 2 rockets from each silo back to back, I think. Or did we just launch 1 at a time? We just launched 1 at a time. Okay. They're a little bit spaced apart. And I got 2 trains in that fast. Yeah, they don't last very long. The rocket control units don't. What's the capacity in these? 800. So yeah, like I said before, I think I'm going to need another train probably to carry these in. Just because we can't possibly load that much that fast. Although, for right now, this one's not going non-stop. I mean, it's waiting to load. It's waiting for stuff to get made. So until it's actually, until if and when, man, that unloads fast because of those small stack sizes. If and when it pulls into the station and leaves right away, there's no point in having a second train. And it's not. It's sitting here for half the time or so. Because we're only making 12 of these basically per second. It's probably rounded up a little bit here. You had a 48, so it's probably about 12, a little over maybe. 12 of these per second. So in order to make 800, that's a little less than a minute and a half. There goes another rocket. And there goes another rocket. So it makes sense, I think. Let's see, science. And yeah, you can see where the rockets launched here so frequently that they just burst off the screen, basically. But everything else, I mean, everything's consumption is consistent because I gauge the labs that way. So that works out pretty well, I think. And as long as that rocket average stays at 1K, which it's going to, or 2K. No, it should stay at 1K. So it's yeah, it's because of the gap there. It should be a little more consistent now. Hopefully, it should stabilize. So I guess we could look at other things. In the last minute, copper cable's not a good one to look at, but iron plate, for instance, we're producing more than we're consuming, so that's a good thing. Copper plate, we're about 1 to 1, so we may have a problem with copper. We're real close. We're consuming a little bit less than we're producing, but that's okay. We may be a little short on the ore, on iron ore and copper ore. We're producing a little bit more green circuits than we are consuming. Plastic looks to be stable. That's the rocket launching. It's part of the animation sequence. And I'm standing right here, so you're hearing it. Stone. We need to produce more stone, which is kind of surprising to me. But we apparently aren't producing enough. I have another patch that I can set up inside the base. Let's see, what else do we have here? Rails. I'm not producing enough rails. Probably, at least in part, because of the stone, but we definitely need to look at that. Steel's also a problem, which I'm not surprised at all about. So that could be part of the problem as well. What else do we have? Red circuits are a problem. Wonder why that is. If copper is good, green circuits are good, and plastic is good, it could only be a logistics problem, I suppose. Let's look at the red circuit arrays here. I may need to bring in trains from the outposts to red circuit copper. Actually, when I say may, I mean definitely. So let me set up a couple of trains for that. Guess we can use this again. Yeah, we got time. Copper. Are you still good? Still copper. Okay, 1K. Red circuits 1. Copper in. Empty. Go. And once again, paste. 1K. Red circuits 2. Copper in. Empty. And go. Yeah, I like to not spend too much time away from Factorio. It's, I mean, there's an awful lot of games to play, but it scratches whatever that itch is. Wow, we have a lot of crude oil there. We're doing well here as well. At the oil wells. So what's the problem here with rails? I think it might be steel, or it could be that I can't get enough onto the belts. I may just have to have a 4th array at each one of these, just so that I can get 4 belts out. I just might have to do that. I don't want to do it, but I might have to just to have the throughput. Because I should be overproducing rails. And if it still says I'm not... Yeah. I should be overproducing, and I'm not. So that means that there's definitely a congestion issue here. Or consuming too much in purple science. Ooh. How did that happen? I do that? No, I can't do that. Can I do this? This? Yes, I can. No. Module inserter? Go there. Not that that's really the problem, but let's check the numbers on purple science again. Pin. 15.2. So I have too many. That is why. How did I make 20? Why did I make 20? I am overproducing purple science. I need to cut some of these off. Okay, let's go pay a visit to purple, which is... Should I walk or should I drive? I should probably drive. It's going to get dangerous in this base very, very soon. Even though it's right here. I need to cut those last 4 off. I should only have 16. Well, yeah, that happens. Yeah. Alright, so let's cut off this belt here. This can become just a belt here. And here. Here. Okay, so this goes out, 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 out. Finally got rid of all those dang productivity modules that I've been yelling at myself about lately. I think I only have a request for 100 of these. Yeah. Okay. And this here, here, there, and there. And then the 2 of you. Alright, and then I can delete the last 2 of the beacons. Oops. Yeah, let's do that. That's not a bad plan. Send those into the network. Those into the network. Okay, so now this should be 16. And that is better. Hopefully. That should slow down the production of purple science, which will slow down the consumption, oopsie, of rails. Less flickery, please. Just a tad under. We had a dip right there. For some reason, we had a dip right there. Maybe that was a mistiming with... That could have been a shortage when I was fiddling with the red circuits. And how long ago was that? Oh, that'd be good, having a dedicated place. Yeah, that's why I'm glad I have here. My office where I normally do my gaming. I have a door that I can close and stuff, so it makes it easy. Rail. Still consuming. Our consumption has fallen. And our production has risen. But still not even. We definitely need more steel. Our red circuit's doing still claims to be over consuming. Actually, stone is stabilized. There must have been just a... Well, no, it hasn't either. Alright, well, let's set up a stone thing. What else is key here? Sulfur, good. There are going to be bursty moments. Overproducing blue circuits, good. That could be why we're consuming red, is because we're overproducing blue. Maybe that'll stabilize. Low density structures aren't keeping up. We probably need copper going to those dedicated. And then there's science. Overconsuming batteries? Stone brick. We are not making anywhere near enough stone brick for what we're consuming. Why are we consuming so much stone brick? Doesn't make any sense. We should be consuming 40 a second. So that's, well, that's 2,400 a minute. So we're not producing enough stone brick. Where's the stone? Well, that's why, because the stations are... Do I have these set to control? They are wired. Hopefully they're wired correctly. I think they are. We're only producing half the stone brick because we're only pulling from one station. So that's a false negative, I think. And while we may not be producing enough stone, that's because we're not consuming any. I think this needs to stabilize a bit. That could be part of the problem. But I'll go and look again anyway. Let's see what else we can find that's not right. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's still in burst mode, I think. Three rockets per minute, is that what that meant? We're still producing ammo at the old base. That's funny. That hasn't finished producing yet. So actually, if the old base is still running some, that could be also part of the problem. Because if this is still consuming stuff, it's still producing here. Wow. Yeah. That can be part of the problem. It's misrepresenting a little bit, perhaps. Because this is still going. It's going to wait till it gets all the way backed up. You know what I should do here is I should cut off the satellites. We're starved out on here. Rocket control units, of course. Let me take out this inserter to shut off this rocket. And that should help as well. Should be done making modules, at least until I start setting up more outposts, so that should be okay. Why are you sitting here? Am I missing a signal here? I am. Hitty. There we go. Oopsie. Okay. So, rocket control units are not keeping up. Blue circuits. What's going on in blue circuits? Just time? Who's all getting blue circuits from here? Satellite and rocket control units. So the satellite must have been blocking for a while here. Because it's here and it's full now. And this is going to use such a small amount. Yeah. So that train won't be there very often. Okay, well, let's see. How is low density structures doing with copper? Who else is getting copper from copper 6? A lot. I may want to redirect a couple of those trains. Like one train for each low density structure to the copper transfer instead of here, because this can't keep up right now with the trains. So let's do that. How is copper 5 doing? It has no weight. It has one station that's capable of filling a train, in addition to the 2 that are being filled. But it has no weight. Okay, so let me go here. Grab this one. Send it to copper. Distribution out. Full. Delete that one. Okay, and then we'll go here. Grab one train at random. Copper. Copper. No, copper. Yes, copper. Distribution. Out. Full. Move that one. Excellent. Okay, so these each have 3 trains right now. 2 of them going to copper 6, 1 of them going to distribution. That should lighten the load at... Yeah, we definitely need more steel. Oh boy, do we need more steel. How is this doing? it can handle a train at every station. So we definitely can have more copper coming out of here. Iron, same story. Same story. Okay. So I think the next task is to set up another steel outpost. And I think we have time to get one started. Do I want this one or do I want this one? Probably both. I don't think I'm going to get 8 belts of iron plates out of either one of those two. This one's going to be a bit of a pain to get out of it, though. It might be worthwhile to actually mine it, bring it around the coal, smelt it here, and then load it into a station that's here. Where's my train? Dude, where's my car? Right there. Come over here and pick me up. And let's go up here. Yeah. I think that's the least bad spot. Except that I don't have enough supplies for anything. So we're going to go back to the mall now. Mall. I'll go here. I could click on, there it goes. Those. These. I'm doing this so that it re-registers my requests and it sends me more stuff. And we have a train jam here again. I have red circuits. Old red circuits, though, at least. Okay, you can go to your home. Need plastic to get in here. You need to go back to where you came from. You fellas can pull in. And we can unjam this train jam. Not that I'm particularly worried about it, since it's going to stop eventually anyway. But we need to do it. How are my requests going? I'm probably waiting on bots to show up. Here they are. I like that you can watch the requests now. I should probably also request more belts. Oops, not what I wanted to do. I have 500 there. Make that 1,000. Maybe a couple hundred more undergroundies, or 100 more undergroundies. What do I have in the back train here? Oh, I had fuel on my train. Oh, would you look at that? Take this stuff out. Put it in here. That way I have more room here for other stuff if I need it. And I will. Because I should request more of each of those. Let's see, what else do we need for a steel outpost? If I only had one here to remind me. Let's see. We need, say, half of this amount, or 2/3 maybe. Furnaces. I need to request furnaces. A couple hundred miners should hopefully do it. A couple hundred power poles. couple thousand belts. We're probably going to need more belts than that even. So I should probably throw some more belts on the requester. Rails are good. Furnaces, belts, a lot of inserters. A lot of inserters. And that looks like beacons as well. Put those 50 beacons in there. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. How many modules was that? Doesn't report. Oh, the furnaces, though. That's full. Get a couple more 100 furnaces. Oh, and 100 more lights. Okay, we'll fill out what I can with the beacon request, and that should do us for now. Because my trains are full. So once those last two yellow lights go off... Oh, we gotta wait for belts. Oh, they're on their way. Okay, good. Not quite. We just have to wait on furnaces. Maybe I should change that recipe. Or that, not recipe. Thing. There they are. Copy this. I don't have any? Do have. Yeah. Oh, my bots are off. That's why. Almost there. And we're there on the belts. Come on, furnaces. Yeah, that'd be much more helpful having the furnaces at 2 stacks instead of just 1. Last 3 are on their way. Here they come now. Okay. I should actually park at a regular parking lot somewhere out here. But not this one because I may not be able to get back out because it's a... So I'll park here at oil. Because I have a half-brained idea. It's jammed up again. Ugh. Yeah, I'll be glad to see this old base calm down. Okay, and we're here. And my half-brained idea is to use my car. Turn this off. That's also a nice new feature. Find one of those fuel rods here. Or a few. Put them in there. Beacons out of here would be good. Lights, furnaces, belts, boxes. I didn't bring boxes. Doggone it. Okay. You guys, you guys, you guys, you guys. Okay, so the only thing I don't... Alright, yep, we're good. I should be good with that at least. And now I need to try and get out of here without dying. Key. Very key. Like that. Oh, look, there's some miners I can use. Okay. Blueprints. Blueprint, large mining blue. We're going to go to the right here. This is a nice, irregularly shaped patch, of course. There. I think. 2. Thank you, autosave. 3, 4, 5, 6. That, I guess. Be careful here. Don't want to accidentally pick up... I'm already out of miners. Don't want to accidentally pick up some of that stone. That would make a mess. Alright, we're good. I still have belts left. That's good. This can go. This could go like this. So could that one. Oopsie. I didn't get near enough miners. This can go quite a bit. There. This can be simplified quite a bit. Here and here. How many belts do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can I get this down to 8 reasonably? I think I can. Because this is basically nothing here. So I'm going to take this one like this. And then this one's not much more than nothing here. And this one's not very good either. So I think if I take this like this, nope, like this. This can be simplified here. Let me do a power pole here and there. That lights up what I have, which admittedly isn't a lot. I need to combine these two as well. And there. And that one's already dead. Special. That's super special. Alright, well, we have mines anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total belts here. How much is this going to produce? That's the question. 338 miners. More than I thought it would be. I think I still have a steel plan. 338 miners will give me... We're at 140% productivity already. I know that because we're researching 150 right now. But I can show it also just to be clear. That means that 31.3 miners will give me one line. And I have 338, which is technically 10 lines, but I know better than that. So we're going to do 8 lines, just like this one is. Pick it up here, like this. And I can build it... You know what? I'm going to build it right here, as close as possible to the mine, where I'm actually going to have the... Well, then I guess I need the 8 to 8 balancer first. This way, and there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. You can go here. Too far, too far. You can go there, there, and there. That's what I want. You go there. There. And there. Okay. Now I need to give enough space again for this. Yeah, I guess it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, autosave. You're being most helpful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn off my RoboPort. Just in case. I want to make sure I do this before I seal it. Seal its fate. 2, 3, 4. That'll be perfect. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay. Seal your fate. Go here, pick up these. Pick up some of these. Pick up all of those, all of these, all of those. Too much stuff in the inventory. Build, build, build. Oh, I don't have lights in here. I can throw those lights away. And the bots are tired. Okay. Come on in, guys. I do have lights in here. Never mind. Shut up, Wally. Out of power poles. Did I use all my power poles, or am I just out just for fun? Oh, I have some here. Excellent. Take all those two. We're going to need all of these guys and those guys. I think we're going to need more stuff. Oh, and I just used all my juice. There you go, Phasian. I used all my battery power. Alright, well, while they're charging, or attempting to, I can string my own belts here. That was something FaZe and I were talking about in our sort of private game we're playing of Hyanodon. Which is kind of a nightmare, by the way. We don't even have alien life, because that was even more of a nightmare. But anyway. Alright, I'm going to have to help these guys. I apparently need more beacons. And a lot more stuff. So I think what I will do is I will resupply. I'll come out here and get this thing built. And I'll probably go ahead and build the rest of the outpost. And then at the next stream on Saturday, which will be at Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, we can see what else is missing. So let's see who is live that would want to raid. Is anyone watching who would want to raid? Right, we're going to raid the co-op junkies, who are also playing Factorio. They're probably ending soon as well, but, well, that's who we're going to raid. Alrighty, so I think that's going to be it for tonight. Tomorrow, or Saturday, we'll come back to this and see how this is producing steel. Hopefully it's doing much better then, and then we can proceed with something else that's probably short. So, thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all on Saturday. Bye for now.